I'm sorry I don't like to brush my teeth. I'm sorry I read books after bedtime. I'm sorry I don't put my toys where they should be. I know it's my fault you want a divorce.
She's blaming herself.
She thinks it's her fault.
I'll leave you alone so you can become friends again. You should be friends. I love you, Mum. I love you, Dad.
Bus
P.S.
stop.
I have my pocket money to buy a bus ticket. Don't worry. I packed a sandwich and a lollipop.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Surely the bus driver is gonna be like, yeah, no, kid, you're like 5. What are you doing?
Sweetie!
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about me. You can go home.
No. Rose, honey, it's not your fault that we've been fighting.
We're gonna say, it's the book's fault! He tried to kill us multiple times!
No, Rose. It was never your fault.
Okay. So... does that mean you can become friends again?
Honey, listen, whatever happens, your mom and me, we will always be there for you.
And we'll always love you.
And she's gonna say
Always.
what a bunch of weird things that happened. She's like, elephant is dead. My nose tear to shreds, so I had to tape it back together.
Come here.
Oh, it's a book.
Destroy the book before it curses us again.
We're gonna be like,
Where did you find this?
I found it at school. In a trash can.
In a trash can.
Well, I'm glad you did.
no wonder nobody
Sometimes you
wants
can
it.
find real treasures in the trash.
I don't like how he looked at his wife when he said
go
that,
home.
chat.
Okay, so Rose, if your mom had to fight an aggressive squirrel double her size, who do you think would win?
Mom, of course.
You're right. And that's why I like to hang out with her.
Remember when I found you in that dumpster, honey? Yeah.
Completely irrational. But I have
And
to
he's gonna
say,
be like, do you think
makes
mom and dad
sense
could
now.
beat an enormous vacuum cleaner? And she's gonna be like, yes.
Oh, shh, shh, shh. So there's the vacuum.
Yeah, and like Rose duct taped it.
There's the toolbox. Do you think we're gonna see everything fixed up?
Telescope.
The binoculars?
I mean binoculars, I meant to say that.
Moon baboon?
Oh, I like it. It plays the music from like the boss fights. Elephant.
It's got a band-aid on its head. They fixed it.
Yeah, but I don't.
Those jerks fixed it.
And then there's the clock that tried to explode us. Snow globe that Dr. Hakim could have smashed at any second. There's
Joy and the bee from the wasps. She's like, I'm doing my job.
And there's the book. I wonder if she's like, you know, screw it, and she's gonna yeet it into the trash.
I'm looking at how all the books are on that shelf, and I don't think this kid understands how to use a bookshelf.
There's a book. Alright, I wanna see taxi. No? Okay.
Let's wait and see if there's anything more after the credits. The previous owner of the book tried to put the book where it belonged and she pulled it out. The book belonged in the trash, someone said.
Yeah, that's how it felt. It sounds like the main menu song. But just like altered.
I really enjoyed, so today I really enjoyed like the Rainbow Road bit And when we were running from the microphone, when it was like like zipping around us and stuff like that. Oh, and when we were on the disco ball. Those were all pretty fun.
About the time I was doing target practice on pigs.
I do remember that. Was that your favorite thing today?
Yes.
Target practicing pigs.
Yes.
What'd you think of the game?
I'm gonna rate it a 9.5.
9.5. That's pretty high. That's almost perfect. I thought it was pretty good. There was definitely a few moments, like when the girl was like, "Oh, it's my fault," or like when they killed the elephant. Like there was a few terrible moments. I think that they could have just not had those awful moments in the game, and it would have been fine. But aside from that, it was quite good.
Oh yeah, and the fidget spinner part.
Fidget spinner part was fun. I like that. That was like we got Heart of Thorns gliding.
And that part in the kaleidoscope.
They had to show how terrible people they were, I guess. That's how children of divorce feel. Yeah, but even just like the parents, like, oh, I got it. We need to tear apart her favorite toy while it screams, no, please don't, and then run around and dance under the child's tears. Like, that's horrible. Like that, there was no, like, there was not an adult in that room. Like that was their decision making.
Like they didn't even try and asking, hey, do you think this will fix our relationship? Yeah. Like they'd even try and write a note to Rose, but like they weren't like, okay, Rose,
A new arrival.
you don't know what you've done, but you turned us into dolls, and this book is trying to kill us. Signed, Mom and Dad are almost dead.
Signed, Mom and Dad. There were no adults, just a child and two toys. Oh, you know what? The Italian frogs were pretty funny.
Oh yeah, and the part with the spiders.
You carry him, he's so fat. I do the yoga. The downward frog.
And the first frog said, you can take the fat one, and that's how that one got his name.
Yep. The book knew that that wouldn't work and let them break the toy anyway. He's guilty of aiding and abetting at least. Gabe is giving his years of experience on this relationship topic for the game. Oh my gosh. I have questions about who came up with the crying theory and the elephant destruction. So the binoculars said she was crying in her room when y'all got changed. And then the dad was like, clearly this was a magic spell. And the tears were an important component of the magic spell. So we need her tears to change back to normal. And then following that line, they did tons of horrible things to make her cry. Like, and the wife was just like, yeah, okay, sounds good to me, let's do it.
And also there's that part where it's like an action RPG, and there's that Chucky doll robot thing, and then it's like so dark, but then when you do the Terminator, it was just funny.
So there was Rainbow Road, which was a spin-off from Mario. There was the part where you had ice magic and I had a fire sword, which was a spin-off from like action RPGs like Diablo. There was the part where I fought the squirrel in the airplane, which was making fun of games like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. The part where I had to keep the spotlight on you, there's a lot of horror games where you have to stay in the light, so I don't know if that's related to those.
But that one you have to stay in the dark so the camera didn't see you and turn you to stone in the light.
Yeah. Cody, are you mental? You want to stab Rose? Count me in. No, they didn't stab Rose. What the heck?
Well, they stabbed her with tears.
Yeah, there is the RPG part where you're a wizard at night. Yeah, I listed that one. That was the second one I said. That one was like an ARPG.
I don't know any games that involve you swinging on a hammer and me throwing nails at spears.
Yeah, that was unique. That was unique. I mean, there's a lot of unique stuff. I don't know of any games where you shapeshift into a stretchy flower or a bouncy mushroom or a roly-poly potato or a gun cactus.
There's a bunch of games where you're like vets in space, but I don't think it's that crazy like with a toy monkey trying to kill you.
Is that it? I think that's it, buddy. We finished the whole game. We don't have to see those parents do awful things anymore.
Yay!
All right. Do you have any feedback on the game before we wrap this up?
9.5, almost 10 out of 10 if the parents carried murder on their shoulders. The Chucky thing was a bit scary.
What Chucky thing?
And I like how it's like every level is you have different abilities, so you don't have the same boring ability all game. And I think that book very crazy. He's too small for a big brain. He's not even close to big brain. He said that the things like I don't know what it's like he had an accent which made it pretty funny. And the part where he said like relation shit.
So you oh yeah. Your relationship. So now you know if you ever find me and Mom asleep and you can't wake us up, that instead of calling like an ambulance or something, you need to like climb into the attic and find a record player for us. That's how to help. And hang the clock back on the wall and shake a snow globe and write a note.
Well, she didn't shake a snow globe. If she shaked it, there would have been a giant earthquake and like everything would be going everywhere, and then suddenly it would be snowing.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's weird that in that level which was like musical, of all things for your ability, you had to scream.
All right. Chat, y'all been wonderful. Thank you for joining us for the end of It Takes Two. Boy and I are going to go get some lunch. I hope you have a fantastic